Thrive Life is basically everyone's best friend. It's a hack to help save time and money in the kitchen and also eat healthier. I know it is crazy, but it's true. So let me get started on showing you what we're all about. Hi, I'm back and I'm gonna show you the food. We are just simple, clean food. We are an online grocery store with hundreds and hundreds of amazing groceries, but I just want to tell you just a little bit about them so you understand a little bit more, because our groceries are different than what you would find at your regular grocery store. First of all, we have a Nutri-Lock promise. So it's a 40-step process that all of our products go through from farm to table to make sure that they're the highest quality for you and your family, right? If you want to read more about that, shoot me a message and I'll send you a link to the Nutri-Lock process and you can go over that as well. But our produce, again, is a little bit different. And I want to show you how. I think this might be backwards. Again, I'm not very savvy. Yeah, it might be backwards for you, but I guess you can kind of still get the drift. So this goes over what a traditional banana at our grocery store goes through versus a Thrive banana. And so on average, our produce travels 3,200 kilometers to get to us at our grocery store. What happens every day that it's traveling is that nutrients are breaking down. It's not quite as fresh as we would like our food to be, particularly here in Canada. And so this is a banana. By the time it reaches us, 21 to 25 days later, and of course it was artificially ripened on the way and it still comes to us green, and by the time it comes to our counter, how many days do we have to use it until it goes bad, right? If you don't like waste, hopefully you stick it in the freezer and intend to make banana bread with it. But this is a Thrive banana. It is actually, in all of our produce, is actually picked ripe. And that's a big difference. So if something's allowed to ripen on the plant as nature intended, all the nutrients actually got to their peak and the vitamin and minerals are what they should be. It's not picked early for transport purposes, it's picked at the peak of perfection. And so when that happens, it's washed and chopped and all the prep work is done for you. And then within hours of picking, it's flash frozen so those nutrients are locked in. And then it comes to the big freeze dryers. Yes, it's freeze dried, and I know a lot of you don't know a lot about that, but what that process is basically just putting it in a big chamber where the pressure is lowered. And when the pressure is lowered, something happens to the ice in those products. Let's say it's a strawberry. So it's a frozen strawberry and something happens to that ice. The ice turns to vapor without going through the liquid stage. If you're into science, it's simply called sublimation. So the liquid, which is the ice, sublimates out, and that's it. It's kind of like a vacuum chamber. It goes zzzzt, and you're left with just a strawberry with no additives, preservatives, no chemicals, nothing, just the product. Just the real clean food is in there, but you're not left with any moisture. So it's in a dry state. I hope that makes sense to you. I'm not usually used to teaching on video like this, but I wanted to just show you the back of our cans. And again, it's probably backwards, but you can get the gist of it. So I'll point your attention to the ingredient list, and I know you can do it. I know you can read backwards. So the ingredients say raspberries. That's it, that's all. That's all that we have. And of course we have our Nutri-Lock promise with the over 40 steps. It's 100% fruit, there's absolutely nothing added to it. It's a high source of vitamin C. And we have a gluten-free certification if that's important to you. If you know anyone that's celiac or has gluten sensitivities, rest assured that our products are only one ingredient. And there's so many measures that are in place in our quality control department to make sure that there's nothing else that's cross-contamination, okay? They actually clean the rooms 4 to 6 hours in between each run to make sure that there's no cross-contamination of anything. So you're ensuring that you're getting the highest quality food. Our produce is non-GMO as well, and making sure that everything is only what is intended to be and nothing else is on it. So I'll just show you what it looks like inside. Look at those beautiful raspberries. They're just simply, again, you might confuse it with dehydration, which is totally separate. That's a different process. Shrivels everything up. If you take a grape and you dehydrate it, what do you get? You get a raisin, right? This is the same exact size. That's just a raspberry with no moisture in it. It's just dry, has all the flavor, like way more flavor than you're used to at the store, I guarantee you, and all the nutrients in it as well. Speaking of that, I wanted to share a few nutrient stats as well before I continue. And again, this is just a short little intro to Thrive so you know what it is, and I'll do some cooking demos with you, some classes, and all that fun stuff later on. But green beans can lose up to 52% of their vitamin C within 2 days of being picked. 100% of the vitamin C in fresh spinach is lost within 4 days of being picked. Flash frozen spinach has 6 times more vitamin A and over 5 times more calcium. And flash frozen peaches have 21 times more vitamin C than fresh store-bought. These are just stats that were done with food scientists in universities in the US and the UK. It's nothing to do with Thrive, but I just really wanted to share that because it's kind of shocking to know how much our produce degrades as it comes to us, okay? So, what's the benefit to eating dry food? That's so weird, right? Again, aside from all the health benefits in terms of the nutrition, there's a lot of other benefits. How much do you throw out at the end of the week on Sunday when you go through your fridge, your crisper drawer? How much do you throw out? I saw a meme recently and it says, the crisper drawer, where good intentions go to die. And it's so true. You often use half that celery or half that broccoli and the rest goes in the garbage, or it goes bad so quickly and gets those black spots and you have to throw it out. Not with Thrive. With Thrive, you can have all of your produce on hand. I see I've got cauliflower right here. It's not gonna go bad. Look at this beautiful, beautiful cauliflower. I'll take a piece out for you. Look at that. Gorgeous. Perfect cauliflower on demand whenever you want it. You can eat it like this and crunch on it. You can dip it into things, hummus or whatever you like. But you can also refresh it and bring it back to regular and use it in your stir fries, in your soups, in your meals, in your casseroles, whatever you want to do. It's such a beautiful thing. That is helping you with the waste, right? Because it's not wilting, it's not molding, it's not going bad. So you can have that on hand whenever you want. So you're not throwing out all that food. On average in the US, 25% is the food waste. Canada is 40. So it says that consumers throw out 40% of all the food that they purchase and it just goes right into the trash. And it's a waste of money. It's literally money in the trash. For families, on average, that's $2,000 per month US in the trash. $166 US on average in the trash per month for families. That's only according to the 25% statistic from the States, not our 40% in Canada. I don't know about you, but I always felt super bad at the end of the week throwing things out. And so with Thrive, it has helped me so much feel better and get that guilt away that we're wasting food. And get that guilt away that we're not feeding our family healthy food, because we know that the nutrients are actually there in this food. And that is a beautiful thing. But beyond all of that, I want to share the most important thing for me and the reason why I love Thrive so much. And that is convenience. We save time in the kitchen, tons of time, so that we have more time for what's really important to us. We have more time to spend with our kids because we do not have to spend all that time chopping veggies and washing them. The prep work for all of our meals is done for us. How amazing is that? That cauliflower that I showed you was pre-washed and pre-chopped, so we can just grab it and dump it in whatever meal we want. How amazing is that? Less dirty dishes, right? Less time spent, more time for other things. Bye-bye mom guilt for not spending as much time with our kids as we wanted to. Healthy meals in a flash. So that's what I love.